And now we're gonna make a cinnamon swirl bread. We're gonna start with our mix. And we're gonna put our butter on top just so we don't forget it. Okay, let's put that aside. Now we're gonna have our wet ingredients, which is gonna start with water. Okay, now a little yeast. And finally some honey. Stir that up. Get your yeast all excited about being alive. All right. And then we're going to put in 2 eggs. And we'll stir those up. Then we're going to add our dry ingredients. And since this is a cinnamon bread, we're going to add a little sugar and cinnamon to the dough. This is a tablespoon of swerve sweetener and about 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Stir that all in. All nicely combined. And then we're going to put it on our workspace and knead it. There you go. We're just going to fold it in towards us, flatten it, bring it in, push it out, bring it in, push it out. We do this for about 5 minutes. What we're doing is developing the gluten, getting everything all mixed in. Make sure that butter is getting in there. That's going to make the crumb nice and tender. Butter makes it better. Gives it a wonderful flavor. And because we can, we're going to throw this around a little bit. Okay, through the miracle of TV, you don't have to sit and watch me do this whole thing, but keep on going until it's ready. It takes a little longer by hand than it does when you use one of the machines, but it's a good upper body workout. Okay, you smooth it into a ball. We're going to let that sit covered for about half an hour and let it proof, and then we'll make it into a swirl bread, which will flatten it out and roll cinnamon and sweetener through, and it'll look real pretty when it's done. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, now we're going to shape a cinnamon swirl bread. What we're going to do, sprinkle a little of our smidge so nothing sticks. Put our bread down. And we're going to make a little cinnamon swirl. To make a cinnamon swirl, we're going to need some swerve erythritol, whatever type of erythritol you prefer. I use swerve. There's about 1/2 cup of swerve and about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Buy nice cinnamon, it's worth it. I use Saigon cinnamon, and a lot of times I'll buy it roasted. It has a nice flavor. You can stir that all together. Then, to give it that little piece de resistance, we're going to put in a little vanilla extract. And I'm probably going to use about a half a teaspoon. We want it to just kind of moisten this. So there you go. About half a teaspoon. Mix that all up until it's like wet sand at the beach. Put that on the side. Hands nice and floury. Okay. We're going to do, stretch this out just a wee bit. So we've got a nice sort of rectangle. A rectangle. I knew that. We're going to make a rectangle shape. Then we're going to sprinkle our cinnamon sugar on. And I'm just going to use my fingers and spread it all around the bread. You want to leave maybe, I don't know, half an inch border where you don't have cinnamon, because it is going to come out as it heats up, and actually it's going to make this really crunchy, really good stuff that you can pick off the bottom, but whatever. You want to keep most of it inside the bread. Then we're going to press down, make sure everything's nice and compressed, and we're just going to roll it up. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. And then we're going to take the bottom and just kind of pinch it so that you don't lose too much of that wonderful cinnamon sugar. Okay. I'm going to press it down, flip it over, put it on your parchment. That's it. We're going to let it sit and rise for half an hour or so, and then we'll bake it. We're going to squeeze it a little bit, because a lot of times you're going to get like an air pocket, and giving it a little squeeze is going to keep it from getting big air pockets in it. So there you go. We're going to cover it, let it rise for half an hour, bake it, and it will be awesome. Okay, this is going to be our cinnamon swirl bread. And what we're going to do is egg wash it. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of swerve on top, and then we're going to score it. So egg wash, please. Thank you. Nice layer of glossy egg wash. Scalpel, please. Now, we're just going to do a simple score down the center, but I'm also going to take just a pinch of sweetener, just sprinkle it over the top. We're going to pop that in the oven for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and it will be divine. Okie doke, now we're going to put our cinnamon swirl bread in. Oven's on 400. The oven's on 400. We'll pop it in. We'll go for 30 minutes or so. We'll check at 30. It might take another 5 minutes, and then we'll check it. So, be back.
Hey, I'm Geri's son, John. Her contract is pretty specific about her getting off by cocktail hour, so I'm going to take us from here. The bread's been in the oven for about 37 minutes. Now, this is a little longer than it takes our normal breads, but when you add that vanilla when you're rolling it out, it can make it take just a little bit longer. So use your thermometer, make sure that it is all the way up at 200 degrees, and it is. Let's pull this bad boy out. got the cinnamon erythritol sugar swirl bread. Now you're gonna wanna leave this bad boy on a cooling rack for at least an hour. Trust me, it will be worth it. You'll be tempted, especially just go a little bit. Don't do it. Don't do it. It'll be worth it. You'll enjoy it.